Hi everyone, I am Michelle Espinosa, Lady Stars and Fire, and this is our weekly rune forecast for August 30th until September 7th, Monday, next week. I have a lot to say in a really small amount of time, so I'm going to be speaking kind of quickly. We have the full moon coming up tonight, Saturday, so we might have some of that energy still feeling with us tonight and tomorrow, Sunday. Along with Venus is going retrograde at the end of next week, 6th, 7th, or 8th, I believe. So some of you sensitives might be feeling that shift of retrograde to direct. Now, I want to remind you, as Venus goes direct from retrograde, you might be getting some of those last minute lessons in. So you might be feeling giddy and all good about love in your life in general, and that's a wonderful thing. But at the same time, don't just go overboard and jump off the cliff, because there might be a lesson coming in that right now for you as well. Now, before I even get into the rune cast, I always tell everybody, if you've been watching any of the videos, I say all the time, the spirit always tends to speak to me in symbols, and I see them in my eyes or on things in general. And when I was starting the rune cast, I picked up alges, which is about guidance and yourself being the channel and guiding energies. It wasn't part of the rune cast, but it was sent for me to notice when I closed my eyes. Pethro was showing up. Pethro was in last week's rune cast, and it is, in case you don't know, Pethro is about that need to take the change, to take the risk, for that overindulgence in a kind of behavior, for that social enjoyment. It is the new birth and venture into the unknown. Now the thing is, when I picked it up, when I picked up alges, Pethro came into my eyes. But the thing that goes with that is I got a bunch of pressure right here on my neck at that time. And what that is about is they're saying maybe you're not taking those risks, and maybe you're not fully giving yourself that chance of that unknown right now, because you might be afraid of where life is going. Because you may be a little afraid that you're not fully in control. You may not be following your intuition. You may not be flexible because, sorry honey, you might think you know it all. Waiting, you may not be wanting to go at the pace that is best for you, because you want to go at your own pace. You may be having problems with fear and speaking authoritatively about what it is you do want. It's having to do also, I'm getting a feeling right here in my head, with creative energy versus logical. They need to come together. You can't just only be logical or only be creative. Kind of come together on them, basically, is what I'm getting. So some of you may not be going through with it for some of those reasons. Now, I'm also getting my pink agate ring is circling my hand with energy right now, and it's growing up my hand. That has to do with friendliness, with happiness, with love, with relationships, with romance, but over a period of time. It's not going to happen right now. It's something that's growing. Now, back to the rune cast. I just had to make sure I got all that out. So, like I said, with the full moon and Venus going from retrograde to direct, there's going to be a lot of energy this week, and it's good energy. Now, to start off the week, we have on Seuss. As soon as I find it, it is coming in. Can you see it? Yeah. It is coming in Rhodonite, which is love, self-love, love of others, unconditional love, loss of anxiety. It is also coming in Howlite, which is spiritual energies and awareness. It is the vital seed, the bull, the wild force, and it is earth. It indicates the shaping of events and situations through strength. It can show the determined mind of a person. Strong connection with health matters, so a healer may be involved, or even possibly for some, possibly a surgery or something along that line with the healer. It is the wild force, the natural world, that wild energy, freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, understanding, wisdom. It is the creating and primal shaping of patterning, the power of shape, events, directions, and purposes, the outpouring of vital strength, and that strength that burns away all weaknesses. It is that ability to take form, take hold of it, and to harness that. Then we are getting Jera. Jera is coming in. I got a little bit of shade, so I can't really tell if you can see it. Jera is coming in Amazonite, which is truth and honesty, and it's also spiritual protective. It is the year, the harvest, the season. It is earth. It is early efforts being realized and promise to success, honey. Timing, natural cycles, waiting for those results, though. Rune cast of harvest and of one's efforts. It also is attunement with earth and the seasons. It shows the presence of someone working with the land or with the environment. Cycles of season and change and of natural processes. Patience, timing, reward for efforts, debts paid back, cycle of life, returning energy, outward cycling, natural flowing from beginning to end, putting energy into your external and into your relationships with your environment. Then we are getting it's Induous. I just have to find it. Induous. And it is coming in Howlite, which is awareness, as well as calming energies, honey. Wind is just doing funny things with my hair, isn't it? La la la. As soon as I find it in my book, I will tell you about it. Induous, though, this time I'm already feeling has to do with meditation. It has to do with, where did it go in my book? It has to do with not making any decisions without making sure proper nourishment is coming out. Okay. It is seed. It is the gestation. It is the godding. It is earth. The world of inner experiences, virtues, common sense, family, experience. Focuses on the need to contemplate. Stillness, gestation, a moment of process or in its issues. Indicates the presence of someone who works with land and is involved with spiritual work. Reveal the need of meditation or no decisions without thought. It's about your inner nourishment. Withdraw for preparation. You may want to separate of outer contact. Like I said, they want you to take risks. They want you to go for it. They want you to be you, but wisely. It's not all just about logic. You've got to make sure you're getting your inner nourishment. So, well, like I said, as Venus is going direct right now, getting ready to go direct, you might be feeling really, really good and giddy, and you know how you get when you're like newly in love, whether it's a new job that's starting in your life, whether it's, you know, just something new that's being creative for you, like a new beginning. It could be relationships, but it could be more. You might be really giddy and all wonderful about it, but you may not be thinking it fully through. You may not be fully seeing it for what it is. You need to make sure you're getting your internal growth out of it, your inner nourishment out of it. Your inner resources are going to be taken care of. Don't just jump off the cliff and know you're going to fly. Make sure logically as well as creatively you're going to fly, honey. They're just saying the energy is very high and it's very good. But while it is that, don't totally go overboard this week. Hugs and kisses in the wind, my darlings, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you're curious about me, or if you want to see any of my charms or my candles or my elixirs or anything else that I make, you can always visit me on my website, ladystarsandfire.com, or you can just Google me. You'll find me. There's plenty you'll find after you Google me. Have a wonderful week. You can also check the website for animal wisdom or anything else. Bye, everyone.